Understanding Fluent.
In this week's episode, I have to thank Guidable.co for all the information. First, let's talk about how to deal with street harassment in Japan. Japan has a reputation for being a safe country where bad neighborhoods are hard to come by, and catcalling and street harassment are quite rare. While it's true that crime is low in Japan, that doesn't mean that bad things never happen. And if you're a foreign woman in Japan, you might stick out and attract more unwanted attention through street harassment, and crime are common issues for Japanese women as well. Such attention can range from receiving unwanted flirtatious advances to being followed home. Receiving this kind of unwanted attention or harassment isn't your fault, and you aren't overreacting at all by feeling uncomfortable or even traumatized by some of these experiences. You may wonder if you did something to attract such unwanted attention. Did you wear the wrong clothes? Should you change your body language in order to deter people who may want to approach you? Is it best to just avoid going out alone? Remind yourself that you're not to blame for the other person's actions, and you have just as much of a right to enjoy your life in Japan as they do. There are a few pointers to keep in mind, though, when you're out alone and find yourself in an uncomfortable or scary situation. First, be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings, what area you're in, and how to get home. Keep in mind that neighborhoods with more nightlife, love hotels, and hostess club type establishments might be more dangerous than other neighborhoods. Remain alert, especially at night. Respond with direct and simple statements. If someone approaches you and makes an inappropriate comment or asks you to do something you're not comfortable with, respond with direct and simple statements. Words like no and stop are generally easily understood, regardless of the other person's native language. You can find help, of course, if you've been touched, threatened, or otherwise feel unsafe. Reach out for help. Find the nearest police box or explain what happened. Also, in many cases, your employer can help if you are in danger. Consider if you have a supervisor or HR manager who you can contact outside of work hours. You can go to a safe place. If you think you're being followed, find a safe and well-lit spot, such as a konbini, to stay at until the other person has left. If you are on a deserted street, find the nearest major street or public area with more people. Single someone out. Finally, if you're facing street harassment or danger outside, find a designated safe person near you. Scan your environment, and rather than yelling for help from any random bystander, it can be helpful to choose one person nearby to ask for help from. Even if the person you choose is a complete stranger, they may be more likely to feel responsible to help if you approach or make eye contact with them directly. If you're unsure about asking for help from someone random on the street, try to find a security guard, train attendant, or another trusted worker in the vicinity, and they will likely be able to assist. Now, let's move on to Top 5 places near Tokyo to cool off. To say that summer in Japan is hot is an understatement. Japanese summers are scorchingly hot and muggy. And this is especially difficult to escape if you are in the big city. In Tokyo, heat is intensified even more with hot concrete and buildings that block the breeze. However, there are some places near Tokyo where you can cool off and enjoy cooler temperatures even at the peak of summer. For many Tokyoites, the perfect summer getaway may not be to a tropical island, but instead to a comfortable destination where they can hide away from the stifling heat for a few days. If this sounds like you, plan your next summer trip to one of the top cool, pun intended, destinations in the greater Kanto area. Okutama, the only destination on this list that is actually within Tokyo, Okutama. Okutama is the perfect place for those needing a quick break from the hot concrete jungle of the city. Located about 2 hours away from central Tokyo, Okutama is a gem in western Tokyo for its refreshing natural scenery. This area is full of mountains and greenery, and there are plenty of hiking trails to choose from, such as those found on Mountain Odake and Mountain Mitake. Enjoy the cooler temperatures as you climb under the mountain's forest canopies. For those interested in cooling off by the water, try fishing in the Kanoto International Trout Fishing Field. Enjoy water sports at Grand X Okutama Base or marvel at the serene Hosawa Falls. Perhaps the best way to escape that heat in Okutama is by ducking into one of its famous limestone caves. The Nippara limestone caves are the largest cave site in the Kanto area, and it's perfect in the summer for its consistently low temperatures, remaining at 11 degrees no matter the season. These caves are beautifully illuminated in gemstone-colored lights, and there's even calming music playing while you explore this natural wonder. Myogo. If you want to beat the crowds in summer, visit Myogo. Niigata. Reachable from Tokyo within about 2 to 3 hours. This area is popular during the winter for skiing and snowboarding, but it's also the perfect spot to cool off during the summer season. Lake Najiri is a must visit, where you can go for a laid-back boat ride or try adventurous water sports like wakeboarding and windsurfing. Lake Najiri is also home to the Najirigo fireworks in the summer. Myogo is full of many other natural sights and activities too, from ziplining to mountain biking and much more. Kusatsu. Another winter favorite, Kusatsu is known for being a snowy onsen, hot springs town, yet it shouldn't be overlooked in the summer months. This charming and traditional feeling town is just as beautiful in summer and less crowded than peak travel time in January. The summer months are warm yet comfortable for walking around and taking a dip in the natural onsen found in the center of the town. During your time in Kusatsu, take pictures in front of the natural spring Yubatake. Watch the traditional Yumomi dance show where the onsen water is cooled manually in a traditional and artistic style. And eat delicious Kusasu food like onsen tamago, egg cooked in the hot springs, and flavorful mushroom soba. Summer is also an ideal time to visit Mountain Shirane, an active volcano in the area. Hike to the top for spectacular views and a peek at Yugama Crater Lake. Before planning your visit, however, be sure to check for current volcanic warnings and advisories to ensure that the mountain is open to visitors during your trip. To escape to Kusasu, it takes about 2.5 hours by car or 4 hours by public transportation, combining train and bus. Fuji 5 Lakes. The best views of Mountain Fuji, stunning lakes, relaxing onsen, and even a major amusement park. It's no wonder that the Fuji 5 Lakes region is one of the top destinations for Tokyo residents. And some spots within this region can be reached in as little as an hour from the city. Hakone is perhaps the most well-known town in the area, hosting high-quality hot springs and Lake Ashi, among many other relaxing sites and attractions. Like much of the Fuji 5 Lakes region, the variety in elevation levels as well as the cooling effect from the lakes means that the summer temperatures tend to be lower than Tokyo's. Take advantage of this relatively cool weather and spend your trip enjoying the outdoor activities. Visit the picturesque mountainside Shuredo Pagoda for some stunning traditional Japanese architecture with Mountain Fuji standing in the background. For a bit of modern culture, visit the Hakone Open Air Museum, an outdoor display of eye-catching sculptures in a natural setting. And for thrilling family fun, be sure to visit the area's theme park and one of the most popular in the country, Fuji Q Highland. Located only a couple of hours away from Tokyo by train or car, Karuizawa is perhaps the most popular and well-known destination for those in search for cooler, more comfortable temperatures in the summer. Karuizawa sits at the foot of Mountain Asama, and the town is loved for its cool mountain air. When exploring the area, you'll find that there's everything from charming cafes to lush nature views to top-notch luxury hotels. Spend your days shopping at the Karuizawa Prince Shopping Plaza or dining at one of the European-inspired restaurants in the city center. Be sure to also take some Instagram-worthy snaps at Shiraito Waterfall and at the Usui Toge observation platform. Then in the evening, relax in a cozy hotel equipped with an onsen or spend your night in your own private log cabin. Before heading back to the big city, be sure to pick up some Karuizawa souvenirs. There are many to choose from, including delicious tarts, fruit jams, local honey, and savory cheeses and sausages. Here comes some refreshing places near Tokyo to cool off during the summer. Next time you feel trapped in the heat of the city, escape to one of these cool getaways. Enjoy invigorating mountain air, amazing natural sights, energizing water sports, and more without having to suffer through unbearable summer temperatures. If you desire to have a splashing great time in summer in Japan, love a family vibe, and that thrilling feeling when you slide down from a slide, experiencing Japan's water parks will make your summer. Here's some guidable list of delightful water parks in Japan. The following is a list of interesting water parks in Japan located in different areas. Where are they? How interesting are they? Let's explore together. Tokyo Summerland, Tokyo. Tokyo Summerland is located in Akiruno City, Tokyo, metropolis. This park consists of two zones, a water park and an amusement park. The water park zone has two zones, indoor and outdoor. The indoor zone has tropical vibes that you can enjoy in the rain or shine. You can also have fun by using water rafts or relaxing in a jacuzzi bath, while the outdoor zone has the longest river to cruise you around the park. The entry fee for adults starts at 3,900 yen and for children starts at 2,000 yen. Yomiuri Land, Tokyo. Yomiuri Land is located in Inagi City, the western portion of Tokyo metropolis. This park consists of two zones, a water park and an amusement park. The water park zone has many kinds of pools, such as wave pool, lazy river, and empanelment pool. There are also thrilling water slides such as Giant Sky River, Straight Water Slide, and Slalom Slide await for you to make it through. Also, you can enjoy swimming in the evening time since 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the night pool areas. The price for adults starts at 3,000 yen and for children starts at 2,200 yen. Welcome to another episode of Sounding Fluent. Let's start with this week's RMUTP news. On May 26th at the Faculty of Liberal Arts, Assistant Professor Yuttapum Suwarnawait, the faculty's dean, presided over the opening of a workshop on how to write effectively for international journals, co-delivered by Professor Dr. Alongklot Tan Om Thong and Associate Professor Dr. Prasad Neung Chalerm. The purpose of the workshop was to build participants' knowledge and skills in writing for international journals published in English, in hope that the participants would produce more international research papers to promote their academic credentials and benefits, and for boosting their academic profiles and eventually being able to apply for academic positions such as assistant professor, associate professor, or even professor and gain the related benefits. This is RMUTP English Online. I'm Sexy Pachinalert. And as always, see you next week. Peace.
Sounding Fluent.